With Marvel Rivals getting closer and closer to launch, I am so eager to try this game out. The devs over at Marvel Rivals really know how to keep the hype train going with this game. If you haven't already watched my DPS comparison video, make sure to check that one out after this. Now starting off with the tanks. Tanks are called Vanguards in this game. To kick it off, we have Ramatra. There's nothing quite like Ramatra in Marvel Rivals, however, I think you might like Thor for his melee playstyle, which can be devastating in the right hands. And on the other hand, if you prefer a more ranged approach, I think you might enjoy Magneto. I think the closest we'll get to Ramatra is something between these two, however, it's a bit of a stretch. But these are the two that I think you'll enjoy the most. If you are a Malga main, first of all, I'm sorry everyone hates you, but you kinda deserve it. Anyway, if you are a Malga main, I think you will love the Punisher. He isn't a tank, but I mean, just look at those berserkers. The guns, I mean. His ultimate lets you basically turn into Malga without the hotness. I mean, hot bullets. And I'm sure you'll all enjoy that turret form on a 20-second cooldown too. If you main something like D.Va or Winston, the Hulk is the best fit for you. The Hulk is quite literally a mishmash of D.Va and Winston in one. People will say he has the worst ultimate in the game. I kinda like it. He starts in a little Bruce Banner form, which then you can turn into the Hulk. If you do die in the Hulk form, he does quite literally get demexed like baby D.Va does. However, if you get your ultimate while you're in the Hulk form, you do get an install like Winston does, where your abilities change a little bit and you get to go ham on people. I think this character will be really fun for you Winston mains, as there's a lot of flying characters in the game, and his leap actually grabs people out of the air, so I think that'll be really fun for you to enjoy. And for the sake of mentioning it, if you're someone who really enjoys just playing in a mech, you might like the aesthetic of Penny. Although she doesn't play anything like D.Va, she does get a mech and she is pretty cute. And finally, just to add, I think you guys might potentially like Wolverine. His trailer recently just dropped and he has what looks like a really divey playstyle that you might find fun. He also has a hilarious team up with the Hulk where you can get yeeted into the enemy team too. So yeah, definitely one to check out. If you're a Junker Queen main, there's no real Vanguard equivalent to Junker Queen in the game. But I think Bucky with his pull will be the closest you'll enjoy to playing something in Marvel Rivals. If you're a Zarya main, honestly, there is nothing quite like Zarya in the game. Hulk, it's a bit of a stretch, but his, I think, E ability can put shields on himself and nearby allies. Captain America has the ability to shield himself and reflect projectiles. And even more of a stretch is maybe Doctor Strange. Unlike Zarya, where she gets shot and builds meter, Doctor Strange kind of works the opposite way. The more damage he does, the more meter he builds, and you can unleash that with his E and deal a lot of AoE damage. I had a lot of fun with this character, and I think maybe Zarya mains might too. And finally, one last character I think you'll like is Magneto. Simply for the fact that he can shield his teammates with a little bubble, and if they get hit, they can build the metal rings on his back faster to unleash at enemies with his right click. If you're a Roadhog main, why? Stop. And I think Bucky is the probably best fit. There's no Vanguard in the game, like I said for Junker Queen. Bucky is the only one with a pull right now. He has a very close-up playstyle, no self-heal though. But he has a lot of movement, which might be new for you, so good luck. If you enjoy playing Doomfist like Genji, you have a lot of pecs in this game. The devs at Marvel Rivals really loved filling out the melee roster in this game. So first off, we have Magic. Honestly, I think she will be something you really enjoy, as well as Black Panther. These two characters are definitely characters you'll enjoy, especially if you're an Overwatch 1 Doomfist main. You will enjoy these characters a lot, just like the Genji mains, I think. And if you just enjoy playing the tank version of Doomfist, then I think Thor might be something you'll enjoy. He has a lot of skill ceiling with playing Thor, and you'll probably always die in your ult, but have fun, I guess. Now, with the recent reveal and playtest of Iron Fist, I think he would be something Doomfist enjoyers would love to play. He can wall run, jump 4 times in a row, and unleash flurries of fist attacks with his ultimate. Honestly, this character reveal was hype. And finally, Bucky, I think, is someone you guys will really enjoy. He has the classic Doomfist uppercut, and I think he has a devastating kit in the right hands. If you main Reinhardt, you sweet, sweet soul, the best fit for you is Doctor Strange. He has a massive shield that really makes it think you're compensating for something. He also has some fun abilities and can dish out a lot of damage. Sure, he's not melee, but I think you'll have a lot of fun with him. If you really like being a melee character though, Captain America is the next best. If you like being a goody two-shoes with a cute little shield, this is the one for you. He has a shift that you can use whenever to get around the map quickly. And he can shield his teammates from projectiles. His ultimate, I think you might like too. He can speed up his entire teammate, kind of like a Kiriko ult. So yeah, I think these 2 characters are the best fits for you. If you main Sigma, I'm sure everyone complains about you in the comments, but there's literally one of the best characters in this whole list. 1 for 1, Magneto. They quite literally almost have the same skill set. They have the little shield they can put forward. However, Magneto does get a pretty cool team up where he gets a sword. This character is going to be quite a strong character to have on your team, I think. If you like shields, I think you'll also like Doctor Strange. He's not quite like Sigma. He does have the ability to fly though, so maybe this is something you'll enjoy. If you main Hammond in Overwatch, Venom is quite literally the best fit for you Hammond mains. However, I'd argue he's almost cooler. He has that dark aesthetic, and he can swing around like a crazy monkey. I think you'll have a lot of fun with this guy if you main Hammond. If you do just enjoy the swinging, Spider-Man is also there. And if you just prefer being in a mech, like Diva, you can pick Penny. I don't think Penny plays like anyone specifically though. Bad news for you Orisa mains. Honestly, there's nothing like Orisa in this game. There is no Gatling gun wielding centaur that throws javelins and pulls people in. I thought of coming up with one. Honestly, just try out all the tanks. See which one you enjoy. The closest I would say is Groot with his ult. He can also throw things at people. Like, it's a stretch. I'm sorry. Moving on to the supports. If you main Ana, bless your soul. I think the characters you'll enjoy might be Luna Snow. There's nothing quite like the sniper playstyle that Ana has, but Luna Snow has the potential to really turn the tides with her shift. Mantis might also be something you'll enjoy. Like Ana, she has a sleep, which can be very powerful in trying to get away. Mantis doesn't really have any movement, so yeah, I think Mantis will be the best fit. And finally, I think Cloak and Dagger might be something you Ana mains enjoy. As of making this video, we don't fully know what their abilities do. However, I think if you're someone who likes controlling the flow of battle with some powerful skills, Cloak and Dagger might be something you'll enjoy. Cloak has the ability to shroud its teammates from damage and blind enemies too, whilst Dagger looks like she has some strong healing and shielding abilities. I think these 2 will be really fun to play, and I think you might enjoy them too. If you mean Brigitte Lindholm. I am Brigitte Lindholm. I think Captain America is your best fit. Honestly, he can get into the battle quickly. He has a little shield. It's pretty cute. There's no flails though. However, he can throw his shield at the enemies. I think if you're a Brigitte main, you'll also like Adam Warlock. I played a lot of this character. I think I played the most Adam in the beta. I might even move Captain America up there. Although their attack styles are different, Adam Warlock has the potential to do a lot of AoE healing, and he has a stacking E that he can throw at people for big heals. Aside from his attacking, his kit is quite similar, minus the ult too. If you main Kiriko in this game, Mantis is an amazing pick for you. With the reliance on headshotting enemies, she is going to feel right at home for you. She has the ability to heal and damage boost her teammates with a kind of lackluster ult, but does do a lot of healing. I think she'll be a good pick for you. If you also like the ninja aesthetic, I think Psylocke might be something you might want to check out. I really like the look of her in this game. She has a lot of movement, and I think she'll be one of the funnest characters in the game. If you main Lifeweaver, the best character I think you'll enjoy is Adam Warlock. Honestly, he can do a ton of healing, and you can really stand out if you're a good Adam Warlock. His ultimate brings players back to life, but you'll have to heal them up because they don't get rezzed with full health. If you main Lucio, the only characters that have speed in the game are Captain America and Storm, but I don't think you guys will be liking Captain America. So Storm, I think, would be mostly the character you'll enjoy. Storm has an aura around her that she can switch between speed boost or damage boost, and that also affects the teammates that are nearby in range. Like Lucio, she can boost these effects with her E, but this also causes negative effects on nearby enemies too. Luna Snow might be something to look out for also. Although they play nothing alike, she does have the potential to do a lot of healing and a lot of damage. And she has the ability to activate her Ice Skate passive while she's running away. So you can get a little bit cheeky. If you main Zenyatta, I think Luna Snow is the best fit. She has quite literally an ability just like Zenyatta's healing orb, where you just leave it on a teammate and they get healed over time. She has the potential with her shift to do a lot of healing and a lot of damage, but her ultimate is also a huge ability. Almost the same as Zenyatta's, but she has the ability to switch between healing or damage boosts. I also think Adam Warlock might be something you'll enjoy. Although the abilities are completely different, his left click is quite literally the same. That you charge it up and let it fire onto a corner, and hopefully land all those headshots for an easy kill. If you main Juno, there's nothing quite like Juno in the game. However, Luna Snow is something you might enjoy. She has the potential to deal a lot of healing with her left clicks, and she gets a speed boost after moving a certain distance. Luna Snow is, I think, going to be a very popular and powerful character if played with the right hands. I think you'll also enjoy Star-Lord. He's the only character that kind of flies around like her, although not quite the same. He does a lot of damage with his left-click pistols, so you might find this character something you'll like. If you main Illari in this game, honestly, there's nothing quite like Illari in the game. However, I thought Loki might be the closest one because he does require a lot of setup but can get rewarded with a lot of healing. He's going to be one of those learning curve characters. However, I think he can be a very strong pick in the right hands. Another character that requires some setup is Jeff. Jeff the Shark can spray water on his allies with his left click to heal them, but also place down little bubbles. It's the only real thing. Maybe I should put it in a stretch, but placing down the bubbles to save your life, but also your teammates, with an ultimate that can really eliminate the entire enemy team. I think Jeff might be something that Illari mains might like. If you main Moira, honestly, if you're a Moira main that just does damage, just play Scarlet Witch, honestly. Please, for the sake of everyone, just here, this is the character for you. They made it. But seriously, yeah, her kit is quite literally what a Moira main might like. I think if you prefer healing, Jeff the Shark is the way to go. His left click sprays a lot of healing on your teammates, although his escape isn't as good as Moira's, but his ult is a bit troll too. And honestly, I have a bad feeling about this, but if you're someone who enjoys Moira to do damage, because she's a healer, Luna Snow is going to be something you enjoy. Luna Snow has the ability to do a lot of damage by activating her shift. That pierces through enemies and allies, but I can just see you players out there just using your shifts to kill enemies and letting your teammates die. If I see you, I'm not going to be happy. Please don't, but I know you're going to. Just go play Scarlet, please. And one last addition to Moira, I think Cloak and Dagger might be something you guys would like to play as well. A character that can switch between two forms for healing and damage, but their cloak form has a damaging left click very similar to Moira in Overwatch. I think this hero will be very strong in the right hands. If you love to main or play a lot of Baptiste, I think Rocket Raccoon is the closest fit for you. This little guy has a lot going on. He can climb walls, has 2 boosts of his jetpack, and glides slowly to the floor. His left and right click gunplay is extremely similar to Baptiste, and his size means he can utilize small walls to hide from enemies. His E is a beacon that throws out armor and jump boost packs for your teammates, but will also resurrect the first teammate that dies within its range too, so make sure you place it somewhere useful but safe. His ultimate, like Baptiste, gives his whole team damage boost. However, it can be destroyed, but it isn't limited to just a small window like Baps is in Overwatch. Honestly, I think this character is a very close fit for your Baptiste mains. And lastly, you Mercy mains. If you main Mercy in Overwatch, the best character is going to be Adam Warlock. He does require a different set of skills. Okay, you don't fly around and dodge everything, and you sure you don't damage boost. But he has the potential to do a lot of AoE healing with his shift, throw a lot of big heals out with his E, and his ultimate, aside from Rocket's little res beacon, is the only mass res in the game. Do be warned that your teammates do not get resed with full health, and you can die while you do it. Nothing new for you, obviously. I think this character will be something you really enjoy. I honestly played a shit ton of him in the beta. Yeah, check him out. I think you guys... It's kind of like a mostly there pick, but definitely an aesthetic pick more than anything. I think Mercy mains will love Luna Snow. There's something about her design that just, I love it. She looks so pretty. I think she's going to have some of the best cosmetics in the game. If you love being the prettiest and most standing out character, check out her ultimate. It's really flashy. People will notice you. And finally, Mantis. If you prefer the damage boost gameplay, you will love Mantis. Although I think she's closer to Kiriko in her gameplay. She has the ability to do a lot of healing and a lot of damage boost with her abilities. And that wraps up the rest of the roster with the tanks and supports. I think I did my best on giving suggestions on who you might like based on your main in Overwatch. If you haven't already watched my DPS comparison video, check that one out too. Was there any you think I missed? And who are you most excited to try out on launch? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really means a lot to me. See you in the next one!